Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Welcome back to part 2. Now that we know why neighborly kindness is so important, let's talk about some easy ways we can put it into action to strengthen our communities. Encouraging civic engagement. Neighborly kindness doesn't stop at one-on-one interactions. Often, it sparks the desire to tackle larger community challenges together. When kindness becomes a regular practice, people feel drawn to keep improving their shared spaces and circumstances. For example, if a neighbor offers to clean the sidewalk or organize a small gathering, others are more likely to pitch in. This ripple effect turns simple actions into wider community involvement. Over time, small acts of kindness might inspire bigger initiatives like park cleanups, community gardens, or even creating programs to support local families in need. Neighborly kindness creates a "we're in it together" mindset. When people feel appreciated and valued, they're more likely to step up and help, whether it's organizing events, voting on local issues, or simply showing up. It's a loop. Kindness fosters engagement, and engagement builds a stronger, more unified community. Let's not underestimate the power of small actions. They're the first sparks that ignite change, bringing neighbors together to create something bigger than themselves. Community projects born from mutual kindness don't just beautify the neighborhood, they build pride and a sense of shared accomplishment. Stories of neighborly kindness that inspire. Neighborly kindness shines brightest when people rise to help one another, turning small moments into lasting memories. Whether it's a grand act during a crisis or a simple gesture that touches the heart, these stories remind us of the true power of community. Let's explore how neighbors inspire us every day. Acts of kindness during natural disasters. When disaster strikes, neighbors often become the first responders, showing how humanity can come together in the toughest of times. During Hurricane Harvey in 2017, thousands of residents in Houston witnessed their neighborhoods transform into a hub of selfless care. There were countless reports of people using personal boats and kayaks to ferry stranded families to safety. One man, nicknamed the Cajun Navy, organized a group of volunteers with fishing boats to navigate flooded streets and rescue not just people, but pets and livestock, too. They saved lives not because they had to, but because they couldn't imagine doing otherwise. The massive wildfires in California brought similar tales of bravery and compassion. In one community, as flames approached, a group of neighbors formed a chain to evacuate animals from a local shelter after staff were overwhelmed. From horses to rabbits, the teamwork between strangers ensured every animal got out unharmed. Later, these same neighbors shared food and supplies with each other while waiting to return to their homes. Stories like these prove how disasters break down walls, both literal and figurative. While tragedy is overwhelming, it also brings out the best in people, as neighbors forget boundaries and come together like family. Small everyday gestures with big impacts. Kindness doesn't always make headlines, but the quiet moments of connection between neighbors can leave just as deep an impact. Take, for example, an older man in Chicago who struggled to keep up with shoveling snow during long winters. One day, he woke up to find his driveway cleared. It turned out his young neighbor, who worked night shifts, had been quietly shoveling the snow after work to make mornings a little easier for him. This small effort made an enormous difference, allowing the older man to get around safely during icy months. Or consider a story shared by a single mom juggling full-time work and childcare. Her neighbor, noticing how hard she was working, started dropping off casseroles on her porch. Just these simple meals gave her time back in her evening, letting her focus more on her kids after an exhausting day. It wasn't asked for and wasn't done for recognition, it was neighborly kindness in its purest form. Little things add up. A neighbor who offers to mow your lawn when you're sick, a friendly presence who picks up your mail while you're out of town, or someone who checks in when they haven't seen you in days. These are the gestures that create a sense of belonging. They remind us that even in a world that feels fast-paced and impersonal, there's always room for someone to care. Sometimes it's the smallest acts that have the biggest ripples, proving you don't need a grand gesture to make a significant difference. How to foster kindness in your neighborhood. Building a stronger community starts right where you live, with your neighbors. Small, intentional acts of kindness can create a ripple effect, making your neighborhood feel more welcoming and connected. Whether it's a friendly hello, organizing a block party, or offering a helping hand, there are countless ways to foster kindness right on your street. Here's how to get started. Start with simple gestures. Sometimes, the smallest things make the biggest difference. A genuine smile or a warm, good morning, can transform how your neighborhood feels. If you're new to the area, or someone just moved next door, introduce yourself. Breaking the ice doesn't have to be awkward. You can start with a simple, "Hi, I'm," your name, "I live just over there." Welcome to the neighborhood. Everyday interactions matter, too. Regularly greet those you pass on your street, even if it's just with a wave. If you see a neighbor struggling with something, like unloading groceries or carrying a heavy package, offer to help. These small, consistent acts send a clear message: you care about the people around you. Other ideas for simple gestures: bake an extra batch of cookies and share them with your neighbors. Leave a kind note in someone's mailbox just to brighten their day. Compliment their garden or holiday decorations. It's a great way to strike up a conversation. Kindness doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it's about showing others that you see them and appreciate them. Organize community events. Hosting a neighborhood gathering is one of the most powerful ways to bring people together. When neighbors connect on a personal level, it strengthens trust and builds friendships. You don't need to go all out. A simple potluck or evening barbecue can work wonders. Start small if you're not sure where to begin. Maybe organize a casual coffee morning or invite a few families for a game night. Once you've seen some interest, you can plan larger events like block parties, cleanups, or shared activities like gardening or fitness classes. Community events can help neighbors feel like they belong and that they have a stake in what happens around them. Be the change you want to see. It's easy to expect others to take the first step in being kind. But one of the most impactful things you can do is take initiative yourself. By leading with kindness and showing that you care about others, you'll encourage your neighbors to do the same. If you notice a need in the neighborhood, don't wait for someone else to address it. Start a conversation about how everyone can help. Whether it's collecting donations for a local food pantry or organizing a cleanup event, being proactive shows that you care about improving the area for everyone. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.